As we saw in the latest inflation numbers released on Tuesday, gas prices drove up costs in July. So we're launching a 3-part series looking at ways to possibly help you deal with the inflation crunch. In this first story, we're starting with travel in Ontario.
Our members are feeling the pinch in all different areas. And so it's really critical over the summer months that if you are taking a road trip, that you do a little bit of planning.
Nadia Matos knows a thing or two about driving. She and others at the CAA have been hearing from motorists. Throughout recent months, road tripping has remained popular.
The road trip in Ontario will always be very important to the summer months. People like to go camping. People like to get around in their communities and go to different towns.
But with that desire to explore, it can present a challenge, especially while juggling rising costs across the entire household budget. So to save money, Matos says there are things we all can do, starting with how we drive.
Fuel consumption really starts to increase at around 90 kilometers per hour. So whenever you can and you're going on long stretches of the road, you keep your car on cruise control.
And that can help avoid hard stops and starts.
That stuff actually lowers your fuel economy anywhere from 10 to 40%.
Matos's other tips include watching how much extra gear you bring in the car with you.
An extra 100 pounds can really start to reduce your fuel economy by 1%.
And keeping tabs on the inflation of your tires, since it can
increase your fuel economy by 4%.
Lastly, think about emergency preparedness.
Making sure that you have plenty of water, some non-perishable snacks if you are going on a road trip, making sure that you have those things ahead of time, and really anticipating, okay, is my car in good working condition? If
driving isn't your thing, there are good deals to be had through Go Transit.
We're seeing a lot more ridership come back on the weekends on Go, and we're approaching 130% of what we saw pre-pandemic. So a lot more people choosing transit.
Metrolink spokesperson Mark Childs says they're seeing a bounce back thanks in part to newer fare deals, such as kids 12 and under traveling fare-free, weekday group passes, and special weekend fares.
It's a $10 flat rate for a single day and a $15 for a 2-day weekend pass, and that enables you to ride the network.
A network that spans beyond Toronto to places like Kitchener, Hamilton, Barrie, and Peterborough. Want to go to Niagara Falls? There's a deal there too.
Go trip by train or by rail, plus the WeGo local transit, which can also include a shuttle to Niagara-on-the-Lake and even the incline. So a full-in package starts at $18.
If you have a Presto Fare card, the Presto Perks program helps access discounts at certain destinations, restaurants, and events across the region, such as up to 43% off the CNE ahead of time. Other things include
Second City, treetop trekking, local sports games, Royal Ontario Museum, the Hockey Hall of Fame.
As this series continues, we'll look at ways you can save at home. We'll also have all the information at citynews.ca. In Toronto, Nick Westoll, City News.